Greatest scenario to me to fight between 155 and 170 and to create a new belt. Why not calling pound for pound? Because he's the number one, I'm the number two right now. For me, myself, I'm the number one. But yeah, when I walk inside the octagon,
he's gonna have to wait, because on one side you have Islam Makhachev, a man that is 28-1, okay, a two-weight division champion, dominated lightweight, the greatest lightweight fighter that the sport has ever seen. Yes, Conor McGregor was a bigger star. Yes, Khabib Nurmagomedov may be the GOAT, and he's a cultural icon, of course, and what he's done in this sport will never be forgotten. But on paper, Islam Makhachev has defended the belt 4 times more than anybody else, and then he went up to welterweight to take on Jack Della Maddalena and smoked him, walked through him, one-way traffic, made it look kind of easy, respectfully to Jack. The man is an extremely dominant two-weight division champion. And then on the other side, you've got Ilia Topuria, speaking of Conor McGregor, did exactly what Conor did, went straight through the featherweight division, knocked out the champion in Volkanovski and made it look kind of easy, and then again goes up a weight class, takes on Charles Oliveira, takes him down, gets him in a crucifix, and then knocks him spark out, knocks him to the shadow realm, and he also became a two-weight division champion. Has that ever happened? Have we ever seen two-weight division champions going up against one another in their absolute primes? I don't think we have. Whether it's in their prime or old damaged goods, I don't think we've ever seen two weight division champions going up against each other. It's never happened. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section.
Justin, Islam, and I mean in Armand, right?
Actually, I don't want to fight with Justin, because it's like,
okay, so who's your 3? Sorry.
Okay, will be Islam,
okay,
Conor, and who else that I really want to fight, that I always say, like, this fight excites me. Who else?
John Jones.
Patty, bro.
Patty?
Patty.
Bro.
I would love it, like,
Someone had asked,
would feel his chin. Nope.
Well, hold on. He's never been knocked out, right?
Yeah, that's why I love to do that, to be the first one. I always say,
yo, you know
like,
who's
if
good
someone did it, I also can do it. And if no one did it, I always can be the first one to do it.
Defensively, Patty would do this, like some amateur shit. And I'm surprised.
We all do that.
These are things that when Justin fights Ilia Topuria, it's gonna be different. He's gonna fight a shorter opponent, somebody that could really keep his freaking hands up, that just understands the finesse of fighting.
We have to realize now, they put together a game plan for the opponent. Justin will make those necessary adjustments, but like you said, Ilia is a different monster, so that will be an intriguing one to prepare.
Ilia Topuria has just teased his return, and that single hint has already ignited a storm of anticipation among fans who are now looking ahead to a potential megaclash with Islam Makhachev. On Instagram, Topuria dropped a short message: "Big news coming soon." That was all it took for the MMA world to start buzzing, because when a fighter like him whispers something cryptic, people immediately expect something explosive. Meanwhile, signals coming from Makhachev's camp have quietly suggested that a massive fight may already be moving behind closed doors, adding even more tension to the speculation. Then manager Ali Abdelaziz deepened the mystery when he said, "This is what I can tell you. The UFC is working on a huge fight. Islam Makhachev and Ilia's name is not involved. Much bigger. One of the biggest fights the UFC could make right now. Stay tuned." That comment only fueled the guessing game, because whenever a camp hints at something enormous, fans instantly begin piecing together every possible clue. Still, despite the smoke and misdirection, talk of Topuria versus Makhachev refuses to fade. Topuria himself appears completely open to the challenge, even hinting at creative paths that could make the fight happen. That possibility keeps pulling attention back again and again. Fans crave the moment these two dangerous forces finally collide, and for many observers the weight class barely matters. Whether it unfolds at lightweight or somewhere unexpected, the hunger is undeniable right now, and the matchup remains one of the most talked about potential fights in the UFC, with tension rising higher every passing day as fans wait, watch, and wonder what shocking announcement might finally drop.
Fighting Islam this year, hopefully. That's what the fans want.
Yeah,
will it be?
That's what I want to.
Would you fight him at welterweight, or would you want to fight him at lightweight?
So the perfect scenario for me would be fighting him in the welterweight division, because
so you would go up.
That way I'm gonna be able to collect my third belt. but also will be a greater scenario to me to fight between 155 and 170 and to create a new belt. Why not calling pound for pound? Because he's the number one, I'm the number two right now. For me, myself, I'm the number one. But yeah, you put two of the best guys in the world, you put the pound for pound belt in the middle, whoever wins is the best.
Damn, so you want to make your own belt, a pound.
Despite all the swelling hype and endless fan speculation, Islam Makhachev has now stepped forward and quietly shut down one of the loudest rumors circulating in the MMA world. According to him, a showdown with Ilia Topuria is not part of the plans for the rumored White House card. That revelation immediately shifted the tone of the conversation, because for days fans had been imagining the moment those two dangerous forces might collide on one of the biggest stages imaginable. But Makhachev explained that Topuria is already being prepared for a different opponent, a detail that changes the entire picture and suggests the UFC may have something completely different brewing behind the curtain. That single clarification cooled some of the feverish excitement, at least temporarily, though it certainly didn't erase the curiosity surrounding the matchup. Makhachev also made it clear that, at this moment, the promotion has not approached him about fighting Topuria, reinforcing the idea that the rumored clash simply isn't scheduled right now. Still, the situation feels far from settled. Fans continue to push the narrative, constantly revisiting every hint and comment, searching for signs that the fight could still materialize later. For the moment, however, reality remains simple and slightly frustrating for those hoping for immediate fireworks. The bout that many people desperately want to see has not been officially arranged, and there is no confirmed step placing them directly on a collision path. Right now it remains suspended in that strange space between rumor and possibility, a fight everyone keeps imagining, yet one that the UFC has not formally placed on the table, at least not yet.
Если Илья и Гейджи сразятся в главном событии, ты бы согласился бы со главным поучаствовать?
Ну, так не принципиально для меня драться со главным или в главном. В начале карьеры я дрался в первом поединке турнира. Так что это не такой принципиальный вопрос для меня. Да, думаю, в Белом доме точно не будет, потому что у него уже есть соперники. UFC в этом бою пока не заинтересован. У меня уже есть так потенциальные соперники. 3-4 человека в моем дивизионе в 77 килограмм, которые уже, можно сказать, заслужили драться за пояс. Так что я думаю, ближайший 2026 год маловероятно.
Ilia Topuria has now confirmed that his return is being targeted for the summer, and that small piece of information has quietly reignited the speculation surrounding his next move. While the exact date and location remain uncertain, it reveals that Topuria already has a clear window in mind for stepping back into the spotlight. The timeline is starting to form, but the complete picture is still missing, leaving fans watching closely for the next clue. His comeback is slowly taking shape, just without a confirmed event attached to it yet, which only deepens the suspense about where and against whom it will happen. There has also been ongoing chatter about a potential White House card, an event that sounds massive on paper, but so far there has been no official confirmation tying Topuria to that stage either. According to him, the ultimate decision about the venue, the opponent, and the timing belongs entirely to the UFC, not the fighter himself. That reality keeps the door wide open for rumors to spread while leaving very few concrete answers available right now. At this moment, there are still no official details attached to his next fight, and everything surrounding it sits in a strange cloud of uncertainty. Even with that mystery hanging in the air, Topuria remains focused on the same goal. He fully expects to compete this summer and has made it clear that he is preparing as if the call could come at any moment. So while fans continue guessing, one thing is becoming obvious. Topuria is getting ready for his return, training, waiting, and watching as the UFC decides when the next chapter will finally begin.
In summer, hopefully.
Summer.
Yeah.
Well, define summer, because I'm going to ask you, man, the White House card. White House?
If I'm fighting in the White House, I don't know. It's like you don't say to the UFC how to make fights and where they have to put you, and they don't tell you how to fight. So this is basically how it works.
So as of right now, there's no White House. As of right now.
As of right now, I have no idea what's going on.
What?
Yeah.
So have you been hit up at all to fight in the summer yet, or no?
I know that I'm gonna fight in summer, but I don't have any specific date or place that I know that I'm gonna fight.
But you're ready.
I'm ready.
Ilia Topuria has also offered his own theory about why his name might not be seriously attached to the rumored White House card, and his explanation added an unexpected twist to the discussion. According to Topuria, one possible reason is simple: he is not American. In his view, if the UFC were truly planning a massive event connected to the White House, the promotion might naturally prefer a homegrown superstar to carry that historic spotlight. It was a surprisingly candid perspective, and it instantly gave fans a clearer look at how Topuria interprets the situation behind the scenes. Rather than sounding frustrated, he spoke about it almost like someone studying the chessboard, trying to understand the logic of the promotion's biggest decisions. To make his point even sharper, Topuria mentioned Jon Jones as the kind of name that would perfectly fit that role. A legendary American champion stepping into a stage tied to national symbolism would make sense from a promotional angle, and that comparison made his reasoning feel even more grounded. At the same time, Topuria did not suggest that he lacks the star power to appear on a massive card. Instead, his comments hinted that timing, nationality, and marketing narratives could all play a role in shaping such a unique event. In other words, he believes the UFC might lean toward a figure like Jones to headline a moment built around American appeal. Whether that assumption proves correct or not remains to be seen, but his remarks pulled back the curtain just enough to show how fighters sometimes read the hidden logic behind the biggest fights the sport can produce.
It's so hard to deal with so much things when you are in that they don't understand it.
True. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense a lot. So, I mean, if I had to guess, it's got to be Jon Jones or Conor, right? I mean, like Conor, Nate, or...
To be honest, I think it has to be someone American.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's the White House event. They need someone American to represent America.
Got it.
In the White House. It has to be like that.
Oh, that's what it is. So that's probably why you didn't get the call.
I don't know. Maybe they don't give a damn about that. Maybe they care. This is
Strickland,
what
maybe.
Me and you are thinking right now.
Yeah,
I
get
don't know
that.
the truth.
Islam Makhachev has also brushed aside the idea that Ilia Topuria would pose the same level of danger if he stepped into the welterweight division, and his reasoning has sparked another wave of debate among fans. From Makhachev's perspective, a fighter like Michael Morales represents a far more serious threat in that weight class, mainly because of his natural size, crushing power, and the kind of knockout ability that can instantly end a fight with a single clean punch. That comparison is where Makhachev seems to draw a very clear line. In his mind, Morales fits the physical blueprint of a true welterweight menace, while Topuria's dominance at lighter divisions does not automatically translate into the same kind of risk once the competition gets significantly bigger and stronger. Makhachev openly questioned how well Topuria's success would carry over when facing opponents who are naturally built for that heavier division. For him, welterweight is not just another step up the ladder, it is an entirely different battlefield where physical advantages can quickly reshape the outcome of a fight. Because of that, he does not currently view Topuria as bringing the same level of threat there that he has demonstrated at lower weights. Naturally, that opinion is unlikely to sit well with every fan, especially those who believe Topuria's skill and confidence could overcome size differences. Still, Makhachev's comments reveal exactly how he sees the landscape if conversations begin drifting toward bigger weight classes, and it shows that in his mind, the challenge changes dramatically once the scale moves
Я
up.
думаю, намного опаснее в том, если, например, брать именно панчера, тот же Моралес. Каждое попадание он людей спать отправляет. Если стоять перед ними и пропускать удары, каждый будет опасен. Но я не думаю, что в 77 что Топурия будет такой же опасный, как в 70, потому что там уже размеры другие, что и вес другой, и рост другой, что намного проще бойцам в 77 будет драться с Топурией. И я не вижу никаких угроз для себя, если Topuria поднимется в 77. Я уже много раз повторялся, то я только за такого боя, про что мы и говорили. Будет большое шоу, фанатам интересно, и это будет в плане медиа очень.
Michael Morales has also made it very clear that this matchup is on his mind, and he recently stirred even more attention by posting an edited image on Instagram that showed himself squaring off with Islam Makhachev. The post immediately grabbed fans because it felt less like a random edit and more like a bold signal. Without writing much at all, Morales seemed to be sending a message that he is ready for that moment if it ever becomes real. The image spread quickly through the MMA world, and the reaction showed just how much intrigue a potential clash between them could generate. But Morales did not stop with a simple visual tease. He has also shown shown little concern for Makhachev's reputation and the aura that surrounds him as one of the sport's most dominant champions. In fact, Morales has openly brushed aside that image, making it clear that he does not see Makhachev as some untouchable superstar standing on a different level. Instead, he treats the situation with a cold, almost dismissive confidence, viewing Makhachev as just another opponent who happens to be standing across the cage. That mindset alone has caught people's attention because many fighters approach a champion with visible respect, sometimes even caution. Morales, however, seems to be moving in the opposite direction. Even with all the praise and dominance attached to Makhachev's name, Morales refuses to treat him like an idol or an unbeatable force. That fearless attitude adds an extra layer of tension to the conversation, because when one fighter shows that kind of disregard for another's status, it often sets the stage for a rivalry that could explode the moment the cage door finally closes.
O sea, no una amenaza, pero tampoco le tengo mucho respeto, que digamos, ¿me entiendes? Él es un deportista igual que yo, él es una persona igual que yo, sangre igual que yo, así que simplemente lo único que yo quiero es quitarle el título. Que él puede tener su legado, su historia, pero eso es de él, no es mío, ¿me entiendes? Lo mío es lo mío, yo he trabajado muy fuerte por lo que yo quiero y pues no le voy a dar ese respeto de que eres el campeón, todos los honores del mundo, no, yo quiero ser campeón, ¿me entiendes? Entonces, en mi cabeza está de que pues voy a trabajar muy fuerte para quitar el título a alguien, no me voy a poner a decir o a idolatrar a alguien que pues todo el mundo.
Rumors are now swirling that Islam Makhachev could be close to locking in a welterweight title fight against Michael Morales sometime in July, and that possibility has ignited a fresh wave of excitement across the MMA world. The chatter has grown louder with every passing day, fueled by recent hints, reactions, and subtle signals coming from both sides, especially through social media posts and cryptic comments that fans are dissecting non-stop. It is exactly the kind of rumor that grabs attention instantly, pulling people into endless debates about what could happen if those two fighters finally collide. The idea of Makhachev stepping into a new division against a dangerous rising force like Morales feels big enough to shake up the entire landscape. Naturally, that has made the speculation spread even faster, with fans trying to piece together every small clue as if it were part of a much larger puzzle. But despite all the excitement and momentum building behind the story, there is still one crucial detail missing. Nothing has been officially confirmed. At this point, the fight remains firmly in the realm of speculation rather than a finalized announcement from the UFC. The promotion itself has not stepped forward to verify the booking, leaving everything suspended between rumor and possibility. Even so, the noise surrounding a potential July title clash keeps growing louder by the day, creating a sense that something major could be forming behind the scenes. For now, though, fans remain in that familiar waiting game, watching closely and wondering if the whispers about Makhachev versus Morales will eventually turn into an official fight announcement.
Una novedad, ahorita que me topan el tema de UFC rápido. Michael Morales, 11 de julio aquí en Las Vegas, por el título.
Muy bien.
Así de rápido.
Así.
No que yo no puedo decir, va a pelear en la Casa Blanca, no va a pelear en la Casa Blanca, por favor.
Va a pelear por el título.
El 11 de julio,
Mira,
aquí en Vegas.
Muy bien, ¿eh?
That's all for today's video, but the truth lurking beneath these clips might just haunt you. Did you catch the hidden sparks, the tension simmering behind every punch? Drop your thoughts in the comments, don't just scroll. We want to hear every reaction, every theory brewing in your mind. And remember, hitting like isn't just support, it's a signal that you're ready for the next twist, the next jaw-dropping moment waiting in the shadows. Subscribe now, or risk missing the shocking revelations and electrifying MMA content that's coming, because what you think you know today might unravel completely tomorrow.